AT&T. This is the most secure job I ever had. When AT&T acquired DirecTV, I was placed in the set-top box division, where my job consisted mainly of building tools that process terabytes of data at a time. Sure, it was challenging in the beginning, but nothing is impossible. I have great coworkers that supported me every step of the way. In a very short time, I started to feel pretty much at home. And I must say, I loved working there. And the six-figure salary did not hurt at all. Today, I am quitting this job. Well, let me explain. A year ago, before I was even hired at AT&T, I joined a little startup called Renly. It was just 4 guys that had this idea of changing the way people work. I thought it was interesting, plus they were friends. So I decided to give it a shot, as a side project. I worked on it mostly on weekend and sometimes in the evening. Like every new idea, it doesn't necessarily make money in the beginning. You better have a day job to pay the bills. So I took a job at AT&T. I believed in our little startup, but at the same time, I couldn't possibly leave everything behind for this untested idea and forfeit the very nice paycheck. But then one day, our small weekend side project was selected to participate in TechCrunch Disrupt. What the hell is TechCrunch Disrupt, you say? Well, I didn't know either, but the rest of the world did. This is the place where startups strive to be. Tens of thousands apply every year and only 20 get selected. 20. The lucky ones get to present their idea in front of judge, investors, and an audience of 2,000 people. This is where Dropbox got their break, TrueCar, Zenefits, Postmates, Cloudflare, Upworks, all of those household names. Renly could use that kind of exposure. So we packed our bags, drove to San Francisco, and prepared for our pitch. Then packed our bags again, flew to New York, and stood on the podium.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Renly.
And how could you differentiate yourself from Breather?
I'm impressed by the 50,000 listings.
I want to understand the user here a little bit more. Are you seeing that it's mainly somebody who's moving from one city to another?
Yes, I'm in charge of designing the applications and how it's going to run.
These people were not asking us about how our little weekend project was doing. These were people who were interested in hearing about the future of jobs in the gig economy. They were looking at us like Uber, Stripe, or Airbnb. I had undervalued the work we were doing, and these people saw it as the next big thing. This gave me a completely new perspective on our startup. The judges were excited. The investors stopped at our booth. They wanted to be the first to be part of this. The more questions they asked, the more excited I was becoming. The more I talked to them, the more I saw the value in our product. This wasn't a weekend project. It needs my full attention. That's why today I left my job. I want to spend all my waking hours building this thing, refining it. I want to take this till the end of the line. Yes, I will miss the paychecks, but sometimes delayed gratification is the greater reward. I'm doing this because I think it is more important than working at a Fortune 10 company. I think I'll be making a difference here. I'm doing this to build my legacy. And hopefully one day I'll watch this video and remember that this is where it all started. So yeah, why don't you join me in this journey? Thank you.
That again?
Renly. Friendly without the F.